following program is rated NAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
I'm going to vote for Trump because that nigga a G. He keep it gangster. I'd be like, I mean, I can't really fault your logic there. But if you're going to say, hey, because, you know, he ain't never lied to us. I mean, nigga, he's never come to your house and told you the direct lie. But nigga, you heard him lie. Like you heard him lie, and you knew he was lying as he said it. Just because he wasn't speaking to you does not mean that nigga didn't lie to you.
Hey, Ruben, you need to not have nothing on your mind again next week.
I mean,
The show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. Once again, is your man, Ruben, in the house. And as you can tell, I'm a little by myself. And the voice is coming back off vacation. Part of it's still on vacation, but you know what? We're getting better. We're feeling better. But there's a lot of stuff out here to talk about. So, as I wait for my compadres to come and join us on the episode, I'd like to get into a couple things right now. First of all, for those who care, my weekend was good. I didn't have to work, so I got to do some things around the house, as it were. And, you know, don't get it twisted, but doing shit around the house, you either love it or you don't. And I'm really in the middle with that. Like, I love that it finally got done. But as I always do, I always leave something in my wake. So we had to do a little bit of cleaning behind ourselves today and stuff like that. But hey, you know, that's just what it is. Watched a little bit of the NFL Combine this weekend. I mean, somebody ran a 4.21. Like, a 4.21? That's crazy. Fastest combine time ever. I can't run a 14.21. I would probably like pull something on the way down, you know, to the 40-yard line. But hey, that's why there are a whole bunch of athletes and I'm not. I used to be one, but you know, it is what it is. So watching, hey, some fat guys over 330 pounds. I think one dude was 366, ran like a 4.92. Bro, if that's not an athlete, I don't know what is. Because your boy is a little over 300 pounds. I ain't running 4.9 nothing ever in life. What's going on, Moby?
Hey, man, you know, just chilling. What's going on?
Word. Hey, man, I was just talking to the people about the combine this weekend and a couple of the craziness things that happened. Like, yo, you see that 360-pound dude running like a 4.92.
Yep.
That's an athlete, bro. That's a fat guy athlete.
That's scary. That's what that is.
I mean, because I would probably run I don't know, because I probably pull a couple things on the way down. So, like, yeah, it ain't your boy. What'd you run the 40 when you were younger and played football?
Once upon a time, I ran a 4.79.
Oh, shit.
And I was like 280 when I did that.
Oh, so you fast, too.
I mean, I could run. I mean, that was my thing in football. I could run. I just won't lifting 225 30 plus times like some of them are doing. I won't doing that.
You won't doing all this. What were you, about 15, 20?
Nah, not even that, bro. I was getting it up. When I went to the high school combine, I did it 4. When I was in college, I probably could do it like maybe 10, 12.
What, 225, right?
Yep. Just
And you
want my
gonna do it
bag.
4 times?
In high school, yeah. I was country strong. I wasn't weight room strong. I mean, I was lower body.
Okay.
My upper body was almost the same size. It's just my lower body was bigger.
So, yeah, man. I will say this though. You know, I don't know if it's women like football players, or women appreciate fat guy football players. I don't know. I don't understand. Because they were showing one of the guys, the dude who ran like that 4.92, like he just got engaged. I was like, bro, like, and you know, they showed a picture because he was from Wyoming and stuff, and they showed a picture of him proposing in the snow, and he had like little pictures around hanging on some sticks or some shit, and he was like, yeah, she from Atlanta, Georgia. I was like, whoa, God, what the hell is she doing in Wyoming? But you know, I guess she went there to find her a country strong man. He was about to make some NFL money. Because man, those big dudes always
I ain't saying she a gold digger. I'm just saying that, you know, when you got money as a guy, or when you have the potential to have money, your size and your looks don't really come into play that much.
Yeah, like, for instance, I mean, I ain't calling nobody gold diggers or whatever, but like Jason Kelsey's wife, man, yo, that chick's like 120, wet, and I guess he had like 3-4 kids or whatever. So, I mean, I guess some people be earning their weight, but I was just like, damn, like, you a fat guy, you got like the smallest chick ever. So, like, does she ride all the time, or you actually, you know, like, how does that shit even work?
Why are you so concerned with how it works?
I mean, I don't know. Jealousy, maybe.
I mean, obviously it works efficiently. They got kids, so it works.
That's very true. That's very true. So, yeah, man. But, you know, shout out to the fat guys who did that work this weekend. Shout out to everybody at the combine, because that means, what is it, top 1,000 players?
What,
Or something
combine?
like that? Or 500 or some shit?
Nah, it ain't even that many people to be at the combine. I think it'd be like 150.
Nah, because there were 72 linemen this year.
I think, no, it might be 200. I think it's only 200 people that be there, man.
Well, I mean, the guy on NFL Network is like, yeah, this year is like 72 linemen. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the breakdown is, but I guess you got to be good to get there. And then, of course, you heard about the dude from Tennessee who ran that 4.21.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like literally Black Lightning, bro.
And he came back to running because he ran the 4.25 the first time.
I know, right?
And everybody was telling him, nah, you good. And he was like, nah, I'm going to go break the record.
And he doesn't primarily play receiver. He's a kick returner. But he did play receiver for Tennessee, so. But like, all his stuff was deep stuff. So it's like, yo, man, shit's crazy. They were saying that dude made, you know, pretty much the first round now. I guess you can't teach speed. So, it is what it is. What's going on, AG?
What's happening, y'all? Sorry I'm late talking to my dad.
Nah, it's all good, man.
What's up, Mom?
Talk to the parentals.
Not much. Actually, I had to talk to my dad this weekend, too, because he actually came here this weekend. So,
Oh, where?
Oh, why was you in town?
to see my daughter's in a middle school all-star thing this weekend. So
How'd that go?
it went, man. It was all right, man. You know, I was happy that Cadence, you know, because Cadence went as a 5th grader last year, and she was, you know, she was out of her element. And this year, she at least belonged. Matter of fact, I feel like her coach of her team really, really loved her.
She balling out of control?
I mean, she does what Cadence does. Like, you know, she does all the stuff that don't nobody else do, like rebound, and her undersized ass was playing center at one point in time. I'm like, you 5'5" playing center, and it's like,
Is she really undersized? Because she's what, 12?
I mean, 5'5" pretty tall for a 12-year-old, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
I mean, not basketball world. That's
But we're talking about little kids, all right?
we talking about middle school kids. There were 5-6 foot girls out there.
Oh, man,
One of them, there's a couple of them like 6'2", 6'3".
Bro,
In
but
middle
we all
school?
know that. Yeah, but we know that's like an aberration.
Yeah, but you're at a basketball all-star thing, so it's not an aberration at a place that has elite basketball players. It's kind of common practice for those small girls to be there.
But Cadence was doing her thing, right?
I mean, she was doing what Cadence does.
She blocks her shots.
Nah, that's not what Cadence does. She gets rebounds, she makes passes, she sets screens.
And that's the whole
Okay.
job.
So she boxes out pretty well.
Oh yeah, she moves people out the way.
So those six foot people, they probably was 6 foot skinny. And she was like, get the fuck out the way.
Nah, if they were 6 foot skinny, she'd have moved them out a lot easier. But nah, there was a couple.
Bosses.
Yeah, there was. Unfortunately, Kira had one of the probably the biggest girl out there who wanted to play guard for some reason.
How'd Kira do?
She was on the wrong team to do anything, to be honest. But she got a confidence problem. She defers too much, and that big girl who had a terrible attitude wanted to play guard and was just getting in the way. And Kara was having the basketball acumen that she has, was realizing, hey, if they're pressing us, somebody needs to get in the middle. Hey, if everybody's on the perimeter, somebody has to cut to the basket. So she was doing all those things. The problem is she's 5'1".
And they won't pass the ball to her.
Or even when they did, you're passing the ball to the shortest person on the court in the middle of all these 5'10" and 6 foot girls, because her 6'3" teammate didn't want to be there.
Oh, she was playing what's called from the Timberwolves. What's his name?
Worse, because at least he's got skills. At least he's got skills.
So she was outside shooting a bunch of air balls.
No, she won't even really shooting. She was trying to take people off the dribble, and you're probably about 3 steps faster than she is. And so she couldn't get past nobody. Then she kept falling on the ground. And in the championship all-star game where they picked the all tournament team to play, there was another big girl that just basically gave her the business, and it was.
Any of your girls in that?
No.
Oh. That's
God, it is what it is, man. They didn't play like they should be there. Kara just has a confidence problem, but man, that big girl was getting bodied by this other big girl that actually goes to the middle school down the street from us, man. I was so happy that she was giving it to that girl.
That's so cool.
I was so happy.
No, man, because that girl on Kara's team just had the worst fucking attitude, man.
So she had a shitty attitude, but she made the All-Star team?
I mean, she was 6'3", so they were just like, hey, hell. And in today's game, she scored 2 points, and in all of yesterday, she only scored 8.
So she made it because she was tall.
Yeah, and she looked the part.
But she tried to dribble.
I mean, yeah, she looked the part. If you would have walked in the gym and you saw that girl, you'd be like, oh yeah,
okay,
I want her.
I'm picking her. Then she got on the court, didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, she was very skilled. I mean, she could shoot, she could dribble, but
not that day.
She just didn't need to be trying to fucking play guard. And it was crazy. I heard Kara on the court a couple times telling her where to go, and she was just like waving Kara off. And then one time Kara was like, yo, if you get the ball, if you go to the post, I'll give it to you. And she did. Kara got the ball. She flashed to the high post. She passed it to her right away. And then the girl just missed the shot, and then the girl didn't do it anymore. So it was like,
because she missed a shot.
And I was just like, yo, if you got somebody on your team saying, hey, I want to give you the ball, you give that girl the ball.
I mean, you're like 6 foot. You're taller than most people out there. Just take that shit to the hole.
Like I said, I feel bad because, like, in many ways, Kara plays like I did at one point in time, defers. But the thing is, like, she doesn't get respect from people. And I at least demanded respect for it.
So is that girls basketball or is that
No, it's just her.
Just-
It's her.
no? I mean, because like, you know, playing basketball, usually the shortest dude is the person who distributes, and everybody loves the way they distribute. Well, I'm saying that my question is it just different because it's girls basketball? They're just like, if you're 6'3", you just choose to be a bit. I mean, you just choose to excuse my language. You just choose to want to hog the ball all the time because
No, I mean, no.
Curry and Lisa like a Lobo.
No, the problem is it's like it's an all-star game, so the coaches don't really
Coach.
get as much time with them. Then they don't coach, and then the girl comes from like virtual schooling, so that means she plays on like a homeschooling team. And I'm pretty sure she gets to do whatever she wants because she's the giant on the team.
When are you gonna be an all-star coach, bro?
Never,
Why?
because they would hate me.
Why? 'Cause you might teach some shit.
Because I'd have sat her big ass down on the bench and I'd be like, I don't care how much your parents pay for you to be in on this weekend. You ain't about to be out here upsetting my basketball sensibilities.
Well, I mean, you out, but you pay for your girls to teach some shit.
Once again, I'm not. That's why I can't be a coach because I'm not about to be arguing with these people about why your girl ain't playing. Do you see how your lazy ass daughter is just standing by the 3-point line, getting in the way of everybody? And here's the thing: I actually got her frustration because she was on a team that didn't really have a true ball handler, didn't really have anybody that was gonna be a point guard. So she was, but instead of her being like a leader, like what you should be trying to train your people to be and trying to uplift the team, she spent most of the time basically being demonstrative towards everybody on her team and zero accountability. Like when she got her shot blocked, she got mad at everybody else. When she was looking at the refs to bail her out. And the referees in an all-star weekend, they not trying to call no fouls. If a nigga ain't dying on the play, they not about to blow the whistle. Like the referee at these big tournaments, they don't want nobody saying shit about them. You don't want anybody to be like, hey, they were giving this team more calls. Like, nah, we didn't blow the whistle for nobody. So you can't say we were anyway.
For them being there?
I mean, look, you got to have somebody there for appearances. And like I said, when somebody gets, choke slammed or clotheslined, they'll blow the whistle. You got to give the appearance of like trying to be safe for the kids. But man, I ain't never seen so many 11 to 14-year-old people hitting the floor. Like it was like WWE, man, like Royal Rumble, man. People's bodies just colliding, going. Like at one point in time, I was just like, man, they just not called. And it made it bad because middle school's got a big disparity in size.
Yeah.
So you got some 6th graders out there who are really tiny, and some 8th graders out there who are really big. And on the boys' side, I was watching, man, the bigger boys were just, hey, man, they not calling the fouls. So we just going to be reaching in on every play. We don't care if we take part of your arm with it. We trying to get the ball.
Hand checking is legal, bitches.
Man, hand checking was encouraged.
Hand checking was encouraged.
All
But
right.
I mean, look, it's a good experience. I mean, like, it was a good experience for kids. Like, I mean, and there was this one girl who is in the 6th grade. I'm just going to call her number 5 because that's who she was. She might have been 4'9", 4'10", little white girl, no athleticism, couldn't really dribble.
How she had an all-star?
Couldn't really dribble, couldn't really shoot. And she probably had the most respect of anybody there because you couldn't tell her she didn't fucking belong. Bro, she was in there mixing up, playing defense. She was getting knocked to the ground every play. She was getting her teammates were trying to get her to score. They were passing the ball like, go ahead and shoot. Like, she earned everyone's respect that day because she was clearly outmatched. But it didn't stop her. All heart.
She was like, I got one trick today, and that's playing some defense and hustling.
And she wasn't really playing defense. By defense, I meant she was in the way. That's what she did most times. She was just in the way.
Sometimes that's enough.
And honestly, it reminded me of what Cadence looked like last year there as a 5th grader. She looked like she was just kind of in the way. And I mean, she knows where she's supposed to be, which is more than I could say for this girl, because this girl didn't even know where she was supposed to be sometimes. And she traveled to get here too. So she went from local. She traveled to get here. But I mean, at first I was like, man, why'd they bring that girl here, man? But then after like the game 2 or game 3, I was like, oh man, I get it, man. That girl got heart. Like, you need a motivator here. You need somebody that all the people can unify behind. And this little white blonde girl was unifying people. Because I don't care if she was on your team or the other team, everybody wanted to cheer for this little kid who you knew didn't physically need to be out there. But you couldn't tell her that. I mean, she was mixing up. She was in the post. Why? For what? For why? Like, when she got a rebound one time, first of all, how did that happen? Second of all, everybody on my team would have been benched. If that little girl would have got a rebound on her team, everybody on my team has to get benched. Like, there's no way we allow
Everybody's
this
gonna
to
get
happen.
benched.
But I found myself rooting for her. Like, I was just like, yo, man, I want her to score more than I want my own kid to score. Like, do you know that place would have turned into an N1 mixtape in 2001 if she would have hit a bucket? Like, everybody ran down from the bleachers. It'd have been over with, man.
Did she try?
Yeah, she took like 2 or 3 shots. One of them got blocked. One of them got blocked bad too. And I was just like, come on, man. You gotta let some shit slide, baby. But then again, at the same time, I wouldn't want to be the team that girl scored on either. So I see it both ways. But yeah, I just needed her to accidentally cross somebody up and hit a shot and just randomly have that New York dude, oh, baby, and just have all the crowd come. Like, honestly, if she would have made a shot, the whole tournament would have ended. The whole tournament would have had to end. You got to shut it down. Police got to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to shut the shit down. All the fans would have been on the court. It'd have been like storming the court. Somebody's kid would have got hurt, and we just had to live with it.
So it's just one white girl?
Oh, no. There was plenty of white girls. Like, look, there were some white girls. Matter of fact, shoot, the best basketball player I saw there was this white dude, man. He was cold, bro. He was cold. Oh, man, he had somebody with a hesitation move. And I don't know if the defender jumped, got paralyzed, or got suspended in air. Like, it was such a nasty hesitation move. The hesitation move fooled me. And I'm in the bleachers. Like, I thought he was about to shoot the ball. I'm looking at the rim. Oh, this motherfucker still got the ball.
Wow. All right.
Of course, he won the All-Star game MVP on 5 shots. My guy took 5 shots in last game.
That hesitation move, I'm pretty sure that other dude
had
went
10
blind.
points. He had 10 points. He had 10 points, 4 for 5 from the field. He only touched the ball 8 times, like, in the entire game. And the kid on the other team scored just as much, and they gave him MVP for the tournament. And I'm like, this motherfucker took 45 shots and scored 11 points while we were rewarding bad behavior. And I was sitting behind his grandma. I realized I was sitting behind this boy's grandma because she kept turning around and was saying he needs some help. And I'm thinking to myself, nah, he's made a conscious effort to play 1-on-5 right now. It ain't that the other 4 guys don't want to help him. It's just he don't want to be helped, lady. Like, this dude did not. I think he passed the ball 3 times the entire game.
Oh, he was a black hole.
He basically was the quantum realm. Like, basically the ball went in there and it just apparently just got smaller and smaller to the point where nobody could see it anymore.
Oh shit.
At one point in time, I think he went back in time. That's how much of the quantum realm was. I think he was on a fast break, teleported back in time, and went on the fast break again. Buddy missed about 20 layups in that last game. But he led his team in scoring, so they're like, I guess we got to give it to him. But I'm like, bro, that's not right. He took 90% of the shots. He better have led the team in scoring. Bro, if you put me on the court right now and let me just shoot whenever and tell me not to pass, I bet I lead the team in scoring. We'll probably lose the game, but I bet I'll lead the team in scoring.
Yeah, his name began with a P.
The only other people who scored on his team for real basically was getting it off the rebounds. But hey, if you want to score, you better be down there boxing somebody out.
Nice. Well, it sounds like you had a good weekend, sir.
I had a long weekend, so I'm out.
AG, man, how was your weekend, bro?
It was good. I wasn't at work.
You're on
It's that
mute,
simple. I
AG.
wasn't at work. I was with the wife. That's
AG
all.
is on mute.
Huh?
Yeah,
AG, you're on mute.
I
our
am?
producer doesn't know how to work his mic. Yeah. Yeah, you got
Hey, I can work it now. Look, I can read,
This
y'all.
guy.
It's
This
like
guy
ain't Black
here.
History Month no more. I can read.
Wow.
You know, by reading, I'm sticking it to the man.
Sure.
No, what I said was I wasn't at work. I was hanging out with the wife all weekend. It was lovely.
Good.
3
Good.
days off. Lovely.
Hey, man. It is. It's so many things this month. Women's Month or something. I don't know. It's a lot of things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ruben. But before, I don't know if y'all said this beforehand, but RIP for Chris Mortensen. I found that out this afternoon. I was like, wow. I know I hadn't seen him do any football coverage, and I was like, I hadn't thought about it in a few months, but then Lauren told me something, showed me something on Instagram today. So RIP for that dude. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Rest in peace to Mort Report. That's what it was. He died of throat cancer.
Oh, I thought it was cancer of the esophagus. Okay, either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Just like Granddaddy. So, shout out to Mort. He was cool. Didn't meet him, but he was good at what he did. So, gentlemen, let's get into some stuff. So, today, we're going third time's the charm. We actually gonna hit this shit. So, the question of the day is
All about pegging.
not yet.
BDSM.
No. Should you be banned from schools?
stuff.
See, you see this right? We weren't even talking about this. What did he lead with? Pegging. No one was talking about this. See, he tried to stir up stuff and then say he didn't do it. I see how it go.
Butt stuff. Interesting. So, should you be banned from schools or underage places, such as daycares and all that shit, if you publicize that you're a sex worker? Ooh. You know, gotta go to the hard-hitting one first. Moby, what you think, man? What you think, Moby?
I honestly don't know how I feel. Like when you say sex worker, can we be more specific?
We could say pornographic actor or actress. We could say woman of the night or man of the night.
I mean, there's a big difference. There's a big difference between a porn star and a prostitute.
But they're all
Is it?
considered sex workers.
I mean, no,
It is.
but
Yeah.
that's why I was saying, can we be specific? Because technically, if you work at like Nancy's Nook, you could be classified as a sex worker because you work in a sex store. So
No,
yeah, I mean that's why I was asking to be specific.
that is not really the definition of sex work. Is so a sex
What
worker.
about the lady that sells the sex toys at the ladies' parties? Is that a sex worker?
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
actually,
thank you, AG. I feel like that
they're
is.
not. They're
How do
not.
you figure that's not a sex worker, sir? Just because she didn't take her pants down doesn't mean that she's not a sex worker. I mean,
Okay,
If
a
you-
sex
do you-
worker is someone who has sex for work. Like they engage in the act of sex, and that is their job. That's a sex worker.
okay,
That is an official sex worker.
let's say a sex performer, because I consider
may not be
somebody who sells sex worker equipment in the sex industry.
And you'd be wrong.
How would I be wrong if I sell dildos for a living?
But that would make you a sex worker, sir.
I
That
mean,
makes you a dildo seller.
Okay. I think Moby's
don't
right. I
know.
think it needs to be narrowly defined based
I
on what
don't
you're
know.
asking.
I just said it. How about that? Is someone
Like somebody,
Who-
daddy. I just said it. How about that? I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
it's okay. So it is someone who participates in sex or in the sexual realm. So with that being said,
is that the
anybody-
definition you just read?
Nope, that's the definition I just did.
Because
So-
the definition of sex worker is provide sex work either on a regular or occasional basis. The term also can be applied for anyone who works in all areas of the sex industry, such as retail, or anybody that performs or provides anything that can be used for voluntary sex actions. By definition, what me and AG said would classify as sex worker.
Well, we're not using that as part of the definition. How about that?
Well, just
Okay.
so long as
The-
we are right and you're wrong. Because if you film porn, you're in the porn industry, you're a sex worker.
Thank
Correct.
you, AG.
But that's what I said.
The cameraman don't get, he don't get blown off most of the time. So it's just
But
like,
we're talking about the people.
we understand.
Okay.
Just saying.
But I mean, first of all, wasn't my question. But second of all, because if that is the case, then anybody would be considered technically a sex worker. And the problem with that is that goes against
How
like,
would that make anybody a sex worker?
well, because like you said, anybody who sells stuff for the industry. So like people who do sell.
that ain't in anybody. AG, do you sell stuff for the sex industry?
Kebiako thinks I have a side hustle, but no.
I mean, but what I'm saying is, what that does, it increases the number from, let's say right now, it's probably something because of OnlyFans, it's probably more of a 1 in 100. Where if you add all the other stuff, it could be more like 1 in 50. And I don't think that, even though the definition is as such, that people would classify people who sell any type of arousing material to be considered sex workers. Like they sell dildos, or they work at a Nancy's Nook, or they ain't paying us, or whatever, any type of adult store. Yes, your definition is correct. They technically are considered sex workers, but for this conversation, they can't be, because there's a whole lot of people who can't go to schools and shit and pick up their kids.
Understood.
So, with that being said, Moby has now had time to think about it. You know, if you are a sex worker and everybody knows that sex is what you do for a living, should you be banned from schools or underage places, you know, if everybody knows that's what you, because we are having situations in which teachers are having OnlyFans accounts and they're getting fired. Even though the OnlyFans account ain't got shit to do with what they teaching, as long as they teaching, you know, what they teaching. Because, like, I guess, because they teaching math, I mean, there are probably more interesting ways to teach math. But as long as they're not doing it in the school, I don't know why the shit matters. But, Moby, back to you. What do you think?
I personally don't necessarily care if a teacher has OnlyFans account and is showing everything. I get how a school could feel like, hey, we feel like this gives us a bad image, or it's hard for you to be a positive role model if this is what you're doing. But personally, it doesn't bother me, and I don't know if that makes me like no, I don't know if that makes it sound weird, but I have daughters and everything. But I honestly, if I found out that Miss So-and-so had an OnlyFans page, first of all, I'd be like, why do I even know about this? Like, so I'm sure somebody will find it. And if a kid finds it, it's going to go, everybody in the school is going to know. So I can understand how a school could say that might prevent somebody from being able to honestly have an air of authority over kids, because kids are going to be kids. But I personally think that's kind of foul. That's something that somebody does on their own private time that has nothing to do with their school and should not. There'd be one thing if she's advertising that I'm Miss So-and-so at this school, come check out my OnlyFans page. That's different. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like that a school should be able to do that. Although I actually understand the school side as well. So I don't. I know I kind of played defense on that, but personally, me myself, I give two shits if Miss Johnson has an OnlyFans page, if she's a great teacher, and if my kids are actually learning something, and if while she's at school, she is a proper role model and does things for the kids. Like, we got a fucking teacher shortage as it is. If we about to eliminate women from being able to teach while we in the middle of a teacher shortage because she's showing her ass and titties for some extra money so she can pay rent because she's underpaid as a teacher, I mean, we just creating a bigger problem already. Like, we already got a shortage because they underpaid. So I actually ain't surprised if a younger teacher is like, you know what? I got to make these ends meet somehow.
All right, cool. Before I get to you, AG, what's going on, Black Patricia Adams? We're glad you're here. Brett's like the kids will flip out, maybe. He poses a question: if the male gym teacher had one and your daughter finds out, would that make a difference?
Yes, and the reason it would make a difference is I don't know how the fuck my daughter found out.
That is not a reason.
That's a very good point, though.
But I still feel the same way. Like, I understand that, you know, as a guy, as a dad, I'm supposed to be like, well, I don't want my daughter. No, I'd still be like, first of all, unless he advertises it. Now, if he's advertising it at school or telling chicks at school, hey, check out my OnlyFans page, now me and that nigga got a problem. But like if my daughter was like, hey, you know, Mr. Wilson has an OnlyFans page, how the fuck do you know?
What do you know?
Well, first of all, Kira Cadence is not telling you that to start with. They're telling their friends that they know.
But here's the other thing, right?
I'm just saying, they'll never tell you that because exactly what your line of thinking is. No one, I can't even see that.
Once again, so I guess to answer his question, honestly, it doesn't change how I feel about the scenario. Like, I mean, I know it would change how my wife feels about the scenario, I'm sure, but does it change mine? Actually, no, not really.
Why do you think it would change hers?
The same reason that those double standards get taken for men. Like, you know, men are threatening for some reason. So if he's out here showing his penis on OnlyFans, like, that makes him more threatening, apparently.
Yeah, you know what? That's a whole nother question for another day. But how come a dude can have an OnlyFans page and he's a creeper and a woman is not?
So, before we get to that question,
I don't want to get off the topic.
No. I mean, but once again, like I said, so honestly, I don't really think it does change my perspective. I mean, maybe if it was a real life scenario in the heat of the moment, maybe I would think different of it. But honestly, I don't think I would. I'd be like, mind your fucking business.
Yep. Black Mortician Adams, what's wrong with teaching your kids how to read in class during the day, then teaching you how to arch your back and ride without complaining about your knees hurting at night?
I mean, part of me is like, yeah, it's kind of how I feel. Like, I mean, honestly, I just personally don't care what teachers do once they leave the school, as long as when they're at school and they're around the kids, they're doing the right things. Like, your personal life should be able to be personal. Now, I get it. You're going to say, well, it's public because you made it public. Yes and no. I mean, you got to pay for it. I'm saying, so that's not public. You kind of privatized it.
And see, that's the thing, right?
Because I wouldn't want a teacher to get fired because somebody leaked pictures of them online or something, and now we're creating a thing for them, or because, you know, somebody saw them in an indecent position when nobody was supposed to be intended to. Like, what if a kid got access or hacked or picked up her cell phone or something, or his cell phone, and found some, you know, the dick pic of a guy, and like, hey, I got this dick pic of Mr. Wilson that I stole from his phone. I don't feel like he should get fired for that. Essentially, if he has an OnlyFans page that people have to pay to have access to, he didn't give your kid access to that, so therefore your kid shouldn't fucking know. That's private time. So, I mean, so honestly, I don't think it changes how I feel.
And I
might look at that nigga a little bit weird now. I'd be like, hey, I don't want to know this much about you as a guy. I don't want to know this much about you.
But you do now.
And I want to get in that shortly, but I want to go to AG. What are your thoughts on this question, AG?
Well, it's hard for me because I don't have kids. but I'm not gonna let that stop me from answering the question. Half of me feels like Mo B does, but then him riding the fence on it, it's like I don't think it's one of those things where you can compare somebody hacked my phone and stole pictures of my wife's boobs to somebody.
I wasn't comparing it to it. I was simply stating that essentially both are still private.
Are they though?
Yes, because the kids at that school didn't get access to that OnlyFans page without having to bypass some shit. Because A, there's an age thing. B, you had to pay for it. And you're only supposed to be able to pay for it legally if you're of age. So nobody at that school should have ever been able to have access to it.
Which I want to get into shortly, but go ahead, AG.
Okay. Well, to me, it's distracting. Because for me, it's like no matter how I got there. And I probably, based on my experience with Instagram, I got there through Instagram. Because a lot of, well, I'm not going to say a lot, but some OnlyFans content creators lead you to their sites through the gram. And it's just like, oh, because it took me a few months to understand what was happening. And I was like, oh, they're taking something simple and, well, I'll just say simple, it's not innocent, but they're taking something simple and giving you a teaser to go to their site, their OnlyFans site. So when you get there, like Moby said, most of them are pay sites. And so that's how you get there. But for me, it's just like if you out there at all, you out there. This is not private anymore. And so if I'm a kid and I'm 10, 12 years old, and I've caught wind by this because, once somebody knows, like Moby said, once a kid knows, it's out there.
Everybody knows.
Right.
Everybody knows.
And being that kids now are much more sophisticated than my childhood was, they have these phones. They're just passing this stuff around. Now, when my teacher asked me to take the derivative of thus and so in a calculus class, I can't think of that because I just saw you take one in the butt. I mean, it's distracting, man. And so do you want that in your school? Probably not. However,
I will say I didn't ride the fence on that. Because
you said you were riding the fence and you were talking on...
I said I took the term of it, but I said, but actually, personally, I don't have a problem with it. So I would say I don't have a problem with it. But
Okay.
I do understand the school's position of what you're saying. It's a distraction, so it can affect you from being able to do your job properly. So as much as personally, I don't think it should matter. From if I'm the school superintendent or something, oh no, you gotta get out of here, because I'm as a school superintendent or something, I've got to think about how this affects the school, or
Okay.
how this affects your ability to teach.
Okay, well, for me, I'm going to lead with that because we're not talking about how I feel about it personally. We're talking about how is this going to affect how this child or children get educated, because they're thinking two things. And if you're a young boy, you're thinking one thing. Again, I've had my share of beautiful teachers before, and it's just like if I have already seen it, then I got to go to class and see it in another way.
I mean, do you think that's
I'm
just
looking
a boys
through
thing?
her clothes all day long.
Do you think that's just a boy thing though? If it was a male teacher and the girls found out, you don't think that it's distracting to them too?
Well, we're three men talking about it, so that's the perspective I'm taking it. But yes, little girls are out there and they're exploring their sexuality at ages that are 10 years younger than what I would have done it in my era, because they have the tools to do so. And see, that's what I'm saying. It's just like when they go to class, it's like they seen the teacher's dick. And it's big. And it's like, ooh, that's what you're thinking all day. That's what you're thinking all day. And so then you're talking about...
He wasn't being presumptuous. I saw the face you made when he said it was big. Because my presumption is, if it wasn't big, you wouldn't be showing it.
Well, either way, it's a distraction, because now you're an authority figure that has shown affection for these kids, affection for these girls. And now they're looking at you in a way in which it's like sexual, because some girls crush on their teachers to start with without the teacher doing anything. So it's just like, now you got it coming and going. That is dangerous. So it's just like, you're inviting in some things that really wouldn't be introduced without that vehicle. So for me, I'm like, I ain't trying to judge nobody in the sexual industry. Because
Are we agreeing that they should be fired though?
In that situation, absolutely, I think they should be fired.
Yeah.
Because
I'm agreeing with you. I put my personal stance on it first, but I also agree with, you kind of got to fire.
You got to go. You have to. Because like I said, man, it's just like, personally, I'm never going to judge you because I feel like me as somebody who's partaking in this as a consumer is part of the problem too. I'm not going to try to hide from that. However, that's me personally. If I am a principal or if I'm an owner of a private school or if I'm a superintendent of a public school, I can't have that distraction. There's enough things going on. Now, do I understand, women out here trying to make ends? Sure, because you get paid a lot of money. However, some things have a threshold. I get that you're trying to get that money, but you out here being a prostitute. If your OnlyFans page is for sex. Because if you're getting paid a certain amount of money per month to do what you're doing, then let's not nickname it. And now after you've done all these things on your OnlyFans page, clean yourself up, go to sleep, do your lesson plan, go to work, and it's like now you're gonna face a whole bunch of 12-year-old boys or face a whole bunch of 12-year-old girls. Yo, that's too much to ask. A child to get an education and be attracted to an adult in a sexual way. That's hardcore, man. And that's never going to change. So I'm like, you got to go. If you're not making enough money as a teacher, then I don't know if you need to rethink that or not, because the system is rigged and it's not going your way as a teacher. It's not.
Like, you can't do both.
You can't.
Like, I guess we'll say, and God,
but I mean, you gotta.
I think I'd be the person saying that, but to quote a Bible scripture, I think James 3:1. Not many of you should become teachers, my fellow believers, because you who teach will be judged more strictly. I mean,
you're responsible. Exactly. Yeah. You're responsible. Like I said, man, it's the way. It's too distracting. You're not getting anything done, and as far as I'm concerned, you're starting to split hairs on a black and white issue. If you and really personally going forward in that, as far as not getting paid enough money, the amount of money that some of these OnlyFans pages are making, you're doing your other job wrong. You're selling sex and you just part-time? Man, look, hey
Ruben, I want to spin the question to you though in a different way though, because me and AG agree that you probably got to go. But I got a question specifically for you, Ruben. So you the principal or superintendent, and you find out Miss Johnson got an OnlyFans page. So of course you got to do the research, right? You got, but that's not even my question. What if you go on her page and she's only got foot stuff up there? So she's just showing her feet and doing all types of things. You still got to fire her?
No. And here's the thing, right?
Did she show her face at all?
What if she shows her face? She shows her face. She's got an OnlyFans page, and she's not. I guess the foot fetish thing. I don't know how those work.
It's a big deal.
I've heard people just put their feet in different positions, and they make a lot of money because they show off the feet. So
there's some special people out here who like that. Yes.
Yes. So what I'm saying is, like, would you be like, hey, I got to get rid of her because she's got an OnlyFans page that's got a lot of attention because she's doing all this foot fetish stuff up there?
So.
The Rex Ryans in the world might be logging into her OnlyFans page.
Like, to me, I would say no. And I guess here's the thing, and I'm going to disagree with both of you on this, and I'm going to tell you why. Now, if a person, first of all, the way I think about all of this is, if you're doing an OnlyFans page and you're putting it out there through your social media, my first question to you is, who you got on your social media? Because, like, I'll just say this. Like, my nieces, when my nieces were under the age of 18, there's some stuff, they joined Facebook, and, of course, they wanted to be our friend, whatever. Or I searched them out, because they're my family. They're my nieces. And they're under 18. However, I created an under 18 spot for them. So anything that appeared on my page that was deemed over 18, they would not see on their Facebook page. And I did that on purpose because it wasn't necessarily me putting things up there. It was other people putting shit up there. And as their uncle, I really felt like that I can't allow the actions of others to influence them. But, you know, we're Facebook friends, all that stuff. This is my thought on all of it. And then, yeah, Ruben's got OnlyFans. No. Who usually finds out that teachers have OnlyFans? Adults. And then adults can't keep their fucking mouth shut and they tell everybody. And then the kids find out. And then, of course, at that point in time, it becomes a distraction. And you just gotta go. Now, just because we are not paying teachers enough, that's one, a lot of our fault as a society. But the other reason is, once again, hey, AG, you got an OnlyFans account that somebody came up on it. They still got to pay to see what's in it. And you got to say yes. If you are, let's say you are putting, hey, come to my OnlyFans on your social media, you still got to accept those people who have access to your social media. You know? So what I'm saying is,
back up. What are you talking about?
Well, because you said earlier how people, one of y'all said earlier how people may be promoting their stuff on their social media.
Okay, let me correct you. You don't have to, look, I can just randomly scroll through Instagram Reels.
Correct.
And run across anybody's page that's an OnlyFans member. I don't have to be following them in particular.
Unless it's set for private. If your social media is private, then the only people who can see your social media are your friends.
No, I realize that, but what I'm telling you is you don't have to, if you're trying to funnel people into your OnlyFans, that particular site is not private.
Correct.
You want as many people to happen upon your Instagram page or content as possible. So that's available to anyone.
There are two pictures. There's the facial picture, just like on Facebook, and then the big picture. If it's just your face on both of them and you have an OnlyFans page, how do people know that you're doing some dirty shit? They got to pay for it. So what I'm saying is you have all these parents who are really going through their, I don't want to be a dick, but their God face. And it's like, you know, you are, no one's better than whatever belief system you have. All right. And then in order for you to see what's on that OnlyFans, you got to pay at least once. So then on top of that, you go and you pay to see what's on the OnlyFans page. To me, at that point in time, that's just like when we talk about women wanting to go through a dude's phone. And when you go through somebody's phone, what's going to happen? You're going to find something. And then they find something. And then they cry to the holy hell. Oh, this teacher's got an OnlyFans account. And they do all this. And they put that shit out there. That person did not put that shit out there. That person didn't find that, didn't do anything like that. That person just got an OnlyFans account. But someone found them. And then that's what happens. Because kids don't really, some kids maybe they just roll like that. But most kids don't sit here and go trailer for teachers on OnlyFans. They just don't. So, and I guess, yes, you're going to have to fire them because there's always one or two parents that find out. And next thing you know, that person's the devil. They can't teach my kid. And they would teach your kid fine until you told everybody you had OnlyFans. Then that's a man or woman. So unfortunately, they have to be let go because you have the parent riot. And to me, I think that's fucked up completely. Because I don't think that's fair. But what usually happens is the ones you hear about, their OnlyFans are blowing up anyway because they're either super attractive or people just like their page, and they're already making double amount of money they were making as a teacher. So they just end up quitting, even though I really wanted to be a teacher. It's not my fault. It's not my fault that the school didn't pay me enough. So yeah, that's just my opinion on it. I mean, I don't think it's fair, especially when this teacher did nothing to put themselves out there like that. Now, if they went around, like you said, hey man, go see my OnlyFans, they had posters and shit, and they didn't protect none of their stuff, and the shit's just out there, yes, 100%. But if some parents at home just looking around for shit, and they found it accidentally, or because they were looking, why is it their fault when they did everything they possibly could to not let you know that existed? But you got one person out here looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I feel about it.
So you kind of took the exact same stance I took?
No.
You did acknowledge that the school got to fire them.
I think the school's got to fire them due to parent pressure.
It don't matter why, they still got to fire them. That's pretty much what I was saying.
But honestly, I don't think the school has to fire them. But I guess it comes down to the person is going to end up leaving just because at that point in time, you have given them so much undue attention, they can't do their job properly. So they will leave. Whether they get fired or they leave on their own, that's going to happen because, hey man, if you were doing your job like a champ and everybody loved you because you taught their kids and all that shit, and they found out, hey man, you sucking penis on your OnlyFans and letting everybody know. Well, first of all, it's a paid site, motherfucker. And then second of all, why you all up in my business? But the person's got to go because they're not going to be able to do their job no more. Not because the school said, well, it's time to let you go. It's because, like you said, AG, all these kids are now thinking about something else instead of, what they were thinking of before, and you've just destroyed their ecosystem. And I think a lot of parents out here are so holier than thou that it's not about their kids. It's about them. And they're doing more harm than good in this situation. Because, look, this shit didn't happen during my watch, but I'm pretty sure a lot of good teachers got fired or quit who were great teachers because some punk ass parent ain't got shit else best to do, and they found out this is, and then we go on a whole, we gotta fire the teacher, like we gotta burn some books, whatever. Some people just need shit to do, and that's the problem. Why don't we give those people who need shit to do something to do? Like, your business. I don't know. That's how I feel about it. I think it's fucked up. But it is what it is. So, go back to this board. Mogo Cowboy. Main takeaway, don't show your face on OnlyFans. And he's right. There are a lot of people who wear masks on OnlyFans now. But some of them get caught too. Because parents, they got nothing else fucking better to do but to become goddamn Sherlock Holmes and shit. Yeah, if you put this between this face, look at those cheekbones. Like, what the fuck, man? How about you fucking be a parent? And then, of course, KVI goes, don't you get paid more for face shots? I don't know. Black Watcher Jones, so ass up, face down. That's fair. If you can determine somebody by looking at their ass, then you're better than me.
Are they really better than you?
Because I can't do it. Like, because that's the way, Mogo Cowboys, that's the way we like to teach. Am I going to subscribe? No. Would y'all subscribe to it, Moby AG?
To what?
The person's OnlyFans, it was a hot ass teacher.
I ain't paying to see.
No, I don't have to pay to see that because I know my friends will show me.
I ain't paying to see nothing.
Because you out here judging parents and you ain't judging the kids. Seriously, bro? Okay. It's like you forgot what it's like to be in high school.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Eh.
Oh, man.
I don't have OnlyFans. Lord knows. And if I did, nobody would pay for that shit. I'm boring.
It's porn for everybody, sir.
No, I wouldn't do that to anybody. Parents still living. Miss Johnson was making that Sarah Husband Johnson stand up like there was a heart in the house tonight and she couldn't take it, so she had to find dirt on her and get her fired. Yep. I mean, you know, we all know it's that WPS, which is crazy, right? Like, have we seen a black person get fired because they were on OnlyFans?
Oh, I don't know. A whole lot of people got fired.
I'm pretty sure it's happened.
I'm pretty sure it's happened, but it's never been publicized. That's interesting. That's WPS on WPS crime. That's white on white crime. That's kind of fucked up. So, word got about teaching one of the parents wasn't careful and got caught looking at about that. Yep, they got that ass. NAACP. Yeah, but that was before she. Yeah, but I see what you're talking about. But she ain't black, bro. I mean, that woman ain't black.
Rachel something, I think. Oh, we're talking about what we talked about last week.
Yeah,
But
man,
you said her OnlyFans is not sexually driven, correct?
I don't know.
That's what you told me last week. Because I was shocked that it wasn't. I thought all OnlyFans.
I didn't tell you that.
Okay, never mind.
I think maybe he said you can't just assume that it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there are some OnlyFans that are not sexually driven.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they're not very profitable.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Oh, Mocha Cowboy says it's fairly tame.
Yeah. And Black Patricia Adams letting KB Yako know that woman ain't black.
Check it out. Gotta do that research, man. Gotta do that research.
Hey, Mocha Cowboy checked it out. How much was it, Mocha Cowboy? Was it like $20? I'm just curious at this moment. It was probably $2.99. Oh, man. So good. Got through that. So quick, my 5.
Got through that?
Got through that.
It only took us 3 weeks to fucking do it. Jesus. We've been holding that question for 3 weeks, and we got caught up.
Caught up in other things, man. Like pegging.
No, that's y'all.
It's so easy to embarrass you.
What? I mean, you're not embarrassing me. I mean,
We're not?
No.
You're cute. Okay.
No, you're not embarrassing me. I mean, because I don't peg, so it's like, what am I doing? It was $19.99. Oh, it was leaked. Oh, great. So, quick, my 5. 5 things that you hate to do. I thought this was interesting. So, AG.
Why would this be
things,
interesting?
Because, man, because somebody's always gonna have something that's gonna be like, really, bro?
Okay.
So,
well, let's see.
AG, what we got?
Number 1 is exercise. Hate it. Can't freaking stand it. I wish I could just stay in the bed and just have a nice body, but I can't do that. I got to work for it. Eating greens of any kind. Can't stand it. I have acquired a taste over time for collards. I didn't used to like them, and I think the only reason I like those is because my wife likes them so much. But I really don't like salads and stuff. Oh my. It's like I've accomplished something.
You don't like broccoli and none of that shit?
Huh?
Broccoli, none of that?
If it's green and it's a vegetable, I could care less.
Jeez.
Now, I sauteed some onions and some peppers. I can get down with that. But greens, I got to work at it.
Okay.
Paying bills. Rather not.
Nobody likes that.
Well, should be on everybody's top, my 5 then, because I promise you it's on mine. Get out of my recliner. Can't stand it. It's awful.
That's why I don't have one.
If you had one, you'd understand me.
Oh, man. Pop's got one. I try to get out of that thing. It's hard
Exactly. That's the whole point.
until he yells at you. Get out my chair.
Or
All right.
You don't pay rent there, so you don't need to be in the chair to start with.
Damn straight.
And the last one, not eating junk food.
You
I
love
like
some junk.
Pop-Tarts, and I like to go to 7-Eleven at night. Stress
I
relief.
used to like to go to 7-Eleven at night.
The only bad thing about going to 7-Eleven at night, they run out of pastries in the middle of the day, so you never get them. No donuts for you, sir. Although I did get an apple fritter the other day. It was the only one left. It was pretty good. And a honorable mention is going to funerals. I got to get
Yeah,
up
I'm not a
emotionally
fan.
for those. They're yeah. I'd rather
I
not.
hate funerals.
I do it because sometimes you have to, but it's just like, oh my.
Ain't that such a universal statement though, Ruben? I hate funerals. What motherfuckers out here is like, you know what I like doing? Going to funerals.
There are some people that do.
Yeah.
And I found that out from my dad.
Weird.
I'm telling you, man, it's a lot. There's older people that love reading in the obituaries, and they love going to funerals. I don't know
if
what that is.
Do they love reading obituaries, or is
Dude.
that just where they know their friends' names might pop
I'm
up?
telling you, when next time you talk to your grandmother, ask her about it.
My grandma does look at the obituaries. She doesn't love it. She does it because she knows she's going to know somebody, because she's at that age where she's like, I know everybody I know is leaving.
Okay, I
But I bet
realize that.
you know somebody who loves funerals. Though.
I'm telling you, next time you talk to your grandmother, just ask her.
I have asked her, and that's what she said. She was just like, because when I look at the obituary, it makes me feel a little bit sad and happy because I'm here, but it's sad because I know all of these names.
No. I'm saying,
ask her that
if
she knows
somebody who
people that really
like
enjoy
funerals.
the whole funeral process. I'm telling you, I thought it was crazy, but my dad told me this, and then my uncle actually did it. My uncle lives when my father-in-law died. My uncle came to the wake, and it completely caught me off guard. I was like, why are you even here? Not that he couldn't be there. It wasn't like that. It's just like, I mean, you met the dude one time at my wedding and you're here? And I told my dad later on, and I thought it was the oddest thing. I appreciated him doing it. But I told him about it. He said, yo, man, it's people out here. I told you this before when you were younger. There are people out here that like that whole process. And your uncle is that dude. I guess he was probably busy. He couldn't make the funeral itself, but he came to the wake. I'm not shocked. And I'm like, what? And then I couldn't unhear it. And then I kept hearing it and hear. Look, man, next time you talk to your grandmother, just ask her. Grandma, is some people out here actually like going to funerals? And she'll probably tell you, yeah.
I mean, look, man, it was a funny movie and everything, but there's a little bit of truth in that wedding crasher shit.
Oh,
There's
crashing
Yeah.
weddings and funerals, two different things. I know in that movie, that dude was like, the next thing is crashing funerals. I just can't see it. I can't see it.
I couldn't either, but it's true.
Yeah,
Just saying. But yeah, that's mine.
word. Appreciate you. Mo B, what you got for us?
It's a quick list, man. Mondays,
Ooh, yeah.
Tuesdays,
So you said Tuesdays? What's wrong with Tuesdays?
Wednesdays,
Oh, wow. See, here you go. Here you go.
Thursdays, and Fridays.
What's wrong
Hey,
with
bro,
Fridays, though?
I still gotta go to work. Like,
Yeah, true
man,
enough, true
fuck that shit, man. Like, I'm trying to get straight to the weekend, man.
Wow.
Moby, answer
B,
hypothetical questions.
hypothetical questions.
I was about to get to my serious list, and the first thing I was going to say, have hypothetical conversations. I hate having hypothetical conversations. I do hate Mondays. That is the truth. And not the day itself. The day didn't ever do anything wrong. It's just, I hate my job on Mondays, because that's when, I don't know, I got to do shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody come here to do that. I ain't trying to do shit. I hate taking the trash out. I do it. Hate it. It's not a big taking the trash out guy. Another thing that I didn't think I used to hate it, and then I realized that I do hate it. I really like doing yard work, man. I didn't think I hated doing yard work, then I realized I don't really like doing yard work. Like,
What was the moment where you realized you don't like doing it?
I think I've always known, but I used to always like convince myself, like, yeah, I'm gonna cut the grass today. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then as I was doing it, I'd be like, man, I don't see why there are old men out here that just love doing this shit. When I get older, I hope I find a better hobby. I don't want to be that old guy that's in the khaki shorts with his t-shirt tucked in, with the white and blue New Balances on, or the big body Nikes, white and navy blue. They got to be white and navy blue. I don't know why that is, but they got to be white and navy blue.
That's the official old man shoe of America.
The official shoes of getting shit done. That's what that is. And I want to find better hobbies when I get older. So like, I hope I'm never that guy. Like, I just, like, and if I am that guy, I hope I at least, switch it up a little bit. Like, let me have some Dickies on, like some long Dickies on, not the cargo shorts. And I'm gonna at least be a rebel and not have my shirt tucked in. Like, I gotta do some things that make me feel like I'm not that guy, even if I am that guy.
I'm a man.
No, they men too. They men getting shit done. And I mean, honestly, maybe they better men than me, because every time I see some dad in that uniform, I know he getting some shit done that day.
Not wrong. But I will say that those shoes that you're talking about are extremely comfortable from what I understand. My dad had
they are. I bet they are. You know why they comfortable? Because them dudes is getting stuff done. And you can't be out here getting stuff done if your feet hurt. Because you ain't getting shit done when your feet hurt.
That is true.
You ain't getting shit done when your feet hurt.
That's like going to school hungry.
Yeah, so I ain't even mad at them dads. I just know every time matter of fact, it would offend me if I saw some dude in some white cargo shorts with a t-shirt tucked in and some high white socks to like his mid calf, and those white and blue Air Monarchs. And somebody told me, man, that nigga don't be doing shit but sitting on his couch. I'd be like, how dare you insult the uniform like that? How dare you be disrespectful
Insult
to
the uniform?
Like, bro, if you put on that uniform, your ass better do something. You better change the oil. You better cut some goddamn grass. You better go pick up some random shit in your pickup truck and say you can fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can refinish this. I don't know why they threw this out, man. I can do something with this.
That's
like,
funny. But what if he's already done that stuff? He's just chilling.
Nah, man. When you get to the time when you're starting to chill, you gotta at least take your shoes off. Gotta at least take the shoes off.
You can't have aeromotics on and chill.
You gotta at least take the shoes off. You gotta at least take the shoes off.
And by the way, there's a correction there, sir. If you're cutting grass in aeromotics, they have turned green on the bottom.
Oh, well, look. You got your fresh pair and you got your going out pair.
Truth.
You got your walking in Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's pair, and then you got your old raggedy ones that you cut the grass in.
He's not wrong.
Bruh.
Or sometimes you got those Wolverine boots that you get from Walmart on that they wear with the shorts. I done seen them too. That's when the grass high. You know what I'm saying? You ain't cut it in a minute.
Actually, I've worn that uniform before. I was 35.
But you were getting shit done too, weren't you?
I really was.
Exactly. You didn't put that uniform on not getting shit done. You weren't going to be disrespectful to that uniform. Disrespectful to the colors.
To the colors. The cowhide leather colors. Steel toes, baby. Steel toes all day.
I own 2 pair of Air Monarchs
Yeah,
and 2
you
pair
do.
of fucking.
You got the New Balance too, don't you?
shoes.
You got the New Balance, right?
Yeah, but now I got the Pro Pays. I don't fuck with New Balance no more. I got the Pro Pays.
What's wrong with New Balance? What'd they ever do?
Eventually, my feet start to hurt. It's just
Okay.
it's what it is. But the Pro Pays been solid for the last 7-8 months, man. I got 2 pair.
Somebody done got the fancy uniform shoes on now.
That's right.
The fancy uniform.
I got the fancy French shoes, bitch.
Nah,
That's
man,
right.
you got the fancy. See, those are the uppity shoes of getting shit done, man. Like I need that cheap, fiscally responsible shoe of getting shit done.
Yeah,
Wait a
but
minute. Moco Cowboy says, I'm Team Crocs. Is Crocs starting to take the place of the Monarch?
Hey, this is what I think about Crocs.
That's a new generation shit.
Okay.
Like that's.
I see a lot of old dudes wearing them. And they got the ornaments on them too.
Hey, look, man.
They doing too much. That's
All I'm saying.
That's young people stuff, man. That's young people stuff.
So they doing too much.
No, I mean, look, there's a lot of posers out there. There are a lot of posers out there. Like, all right, I look at the Air Monarchs and those the wide body New Balances. Those are like uniforms of getting stuff done. And uniforms are important because they let me make an assumption about you. And not, I mean, look, I need to be able to make this assumption about you because we all do it.
You need.
We all do it. We all do it. It's just like, look, if you tell me you're a young basketball player and you out here walking around in shoes, I don't really think you got no game because all the real basketball players always got on some socks and some slides. They always got their shoes in a backpack. They ain't never wearing their fucking hooping shoes. They always got some socks and some slides.
So wait a minute, if you wearing your shoes, then you ain't a real baller.
Look, if I pull up, if I'm at the YMCA and some dude walks in that I ain't never seen before, he got the typical 2K body build of a YMCA player. He about 6 feet, 175 pounds, and he walks in and I see two dudes, and I see one dude walk in with his shoes on and another dude walk in with the Nike slides on and the shoes in the bag. I'm picking up the nigga with the Nike slides on and the shoes in the bag. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this. But most hoopers, most of the young hoopers I see, I coach basketball team. Them niggas don't never have their shoes on. They just got their socks on and some slides, some socks on and some Crocs, some socks on and them ugly ass Yeezys that look like, you know, they just went through a meat grinder and they got all them air slits in it. Like, that's what the ballers wear. If you come in and you got your team Adidas on already, like, first of all, I'm going to assume you a nigga that sets a lot of screens and makes bounce passes, which is okay because those, you need that guy. But I'm not going to assume you the nigga that's about to give me buckets. I'm looking at the dude with the slides and the socks on. I'm like, there's a dude that I know is going to get some buckets. Now, I have been wrong on this before because there's a lot of posers out there. And I feel like that's what the poser uniform is, the khaki cargo shorts and some Crocs on. I'm like, you almost did it. You didn't think we were smart enough to look, ankle down, Shawshank Redemption. What'd he say? How often do you look at a man's shoes? Well, I look at them a lot when I want to see if that nigga gets shit done. All right. So if you out here in some Crocs, I'm sorry, sir. You're not the man for the job. If you here with them wide body Monarchs on or them New Balances, hey man, I believe in you. I believe when you give me a quote on my yard work, I believe in you. When you give me a quote on what you gonna do to change my spark plug, I believe in you. Then the mechanic show up in some damn Crocs. Get out of here, bro. You're untrustworthy. You are untrustworthy. I don't believe you could fix shit, do shit, or ever did shit.
The universe you have made up in your mind is... See, and now when you say stuff, I can't unsee it. Because actually, I thought a dude that came in with a backpack with slides on, or slides and socks on, was a barber all day. Because that's the first time I ever saw that outfit. Now, I mean, this was 25 years ago, but yeah, I would just think that you cut hair like a champ. Your fade is tight, or this fade that you can give somebody is tight.
When you say the slides, are you talking about like the house shoes, Debo's?
No, I'm talking about the Adidas, football, soccer slides that footballers used to wear, and then black people got a hold of it, but it was only barbers. And then 25 years later, they're everywhere.
You talking about 90s. Yeah, 90s was different. 90s was different. You showed up to the court with your gear on. Like, since about the 2010s, like, nah, bro. Actually, I'd probably say early 2000s. It's all about socks, slides, and your shoes in the backpack.
Right. I do understand what you mean, but now I can't unsee it because it's like... Anyway, like I said, your mind is a very interesting place, sir. I promise you that.
I'm just not afraid to say that I make assumptions on a daily basis. Now, I don't hold all these assumptions to be 100% right all the time, but it gives me a starting block. It does give me a starting block.
Truth. You're not wrong.
Jesus.
Hey, look, ask anybody who plays basketball. If you show up, if you see somebody show, if you see two dudes walk in, one dude got his outfit on already, another nigga got his shoes in the backpack and some slides on, I'll wait.
I'll wait.
I'll wait.
Lace them up, bro. I got you.
I mean, KB Uncle said the shoes for game time only. They don't gear up until it's time to go.
True.
And so, guess that's what it is. Nah, man. First of all, I just don't believe in wearing like rubber on my feet like that. Like Crocs, it slides. I can't do it. I mean, some people can do it, but I can't. That ain't me.
I can't really either, but I got an excuse. I got bad feet, so I'm just like I can't do it. Crocs I can wear. I got these Raiders Crocs on right now, but they really just kind of like house shoes for me because I can't really wear these out because they're not comfortable.
They're not?
Yeah.
Like, they're not comfortable like that to me. Like I can't walk around in Crocs for long periods of time, man.
It's rubber,
Like
dude.
just in the house to walk from one room to another, fine. If I have to go out and like walk in these jumps for a minute, nah. My feet ain't built like that. I ain't got young boy feet. See, my feet are graduating to the point where I need to get some of them Air Monarchs to walk around. But I don't want to disrespect the colors because I'm not trying to get shit done either. So
But you do get it done. You just don't like it. That's what you said.
yeah, see, but I feel like when you put those on, you got to be the love of the game. Like,
No,
you
that's
gotta be in
discipline.
it.
That's discipline what you're talking about.
I ain't got that either.
Yes,
so,
you do. You got a
I mean,
family and a house.
yeah, but I don't like doing all that extra shit.
Moby out here perpetrating.
Wait a
No,
minute.
I'm not. I'm not perpetrating, which is why I don't do it.
Having a family and a house by design is extra.
Hey, bro, it's never enough. And when you have that uniform on, you're always doing something. And me, I love downtime. Like nothing makes me happier than to be like, hey, I ain't got shit to do. Even if I got shit to do, I like just saying out loud, I ain't got shit to do and doing that shit. But if I feel like if I put some Air Monarchs on or the wide bodies on,
Find something to do.
I gotta do something now. Like I can't put them bitches on and just be like, bro, I'm disrespecting all the ancestors that came before me wearing this, man. Like my uncles would be disappointed in me.
Like Black Morticia said, you got to stand on business with the Monarchs on.
She absolutely right, and I ain't with it yet, man. And like I said, I'm not gonna be out here disrespecting all these other guys getting shit done, man. Like, nah, man.
But
You lose to the real MVP, man. Like
I
I'm
don't
not
agree.
there yet.
I don't agree. You
I
spend
don't wear
at
shoes
least
like that
20
in the
minutes
house.
telling us about the rec basketball or rec sports adventures that you have. Do you realize how
different
much
game.
discipline you have to
Right.
do that?
It's a different type of discipline. Though. It's a whole different ball
Discipline
game,
is
man.
discipline. What are you talking about?
Look, man, if you're a firefighter, you ain't wearing a police uniform, AG. They're different forms of discipline. They're different uniforms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But you still
I ain't-
getting it done,
I ain't
though.
about to be out here in no medical scrubs, and I can't help you medically. So that's what I feel like. If I do that, I got to be able to work on some shit. I got to be able to fix something. I got to be able to cut some grass. I got to be able to do something.
But you are a homeowner. You have done all of those things.
But I don't like it, and I don't want to do it.
You think the dudes wearing the Monarchs actually like it? No, it's discipline. There's a
Hold
difference.
on, AG. Hold
What?
on, AG.
What?
There's a lot of motherfuckers that love that shit.
No, you don't. You have to
love
love.
doing
No.
love
Discipline,
doing
sir.
that yard work.
Discipline, sir.
No, Dad loves. Dad is sad that he couldn't do yard work this summer.
I'm about to say,
No, I
AG,
believe
got
that. I
He can't
believe there
wait
are.
to get back out there,
What
man.
I'm saying
He
is
can't
there are
wait.
dudes out there that love yard work. I understand that. Most of the male population does it because they have to. They're a homeowner or whatever it is. They own rental properties, whatever. They have to.
Look, I hear what you're saying, AG, and I know some of that shit has to get done, but I'm not gonna wear the shoes that inspire me to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like if I hated basketball, I wouldn't be out here with some Jordans on trying to be like Mike. I'd be like, no, fuck that shit. I'm gonna put on these Crocs with these random ornaments on it because I ain't got no game.
Dumb. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Oh man! Next time I see those shoes, I'm gonna be weak. I hope I don't offend anybody.
Just
That's
go to
just
Walmart.
funny, man.
All you gotta do is go to Walmart.
I
There's nothing to see in
know.
there. In fact, fuck Walmart. That's a bad example. Go to Home Depot and Lowe's, and you'll think it's an official team shoe up in that shit. And go on a Saturday morning or Sunday morning. That's like a required uniform.
You know what else is part of the uniform
There's
now?
a dude outside the door right now saying you can't get in with them shoes on if you got some regular shoes outside Home Depot and Lowe's on Saturday morning. Like, bro, you can't come in here with them Jordans on. What the fuck? You better go get them wide bodies. You better go get you some Monarchs, bro. Like we got a strict policy up in here.
Them Monarchs with those fresh jeans shorts. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, let me take you out to dinner by treat.
Hell yeah, it's a whole bunch of sugar. And that's like a sugar daddy part-time job right there. They put on them wide bodies and try to holler at them young girls because they'll say, you know, I can fix that carburetor for you. Ain't nothing. I can change your oil, girl. I come over there in a minute.
Hey, and Brent Malone's a Lowe's worker. He co-signs. There you go, AG.
Hey, man. Only thing I'm saying is the part that you're missing about the uniform, or maybe this is just high level, is the pants with the elastic waistband and the cell phone holder.
Oh, no, you're right.
Holster.
That Velcro pouch cell phone that they slide their phone in.
No, sometimes it's a holder. It's a cell phone holder, but it's like got a holster to it, and it flips around. And the whole, yeah, man, they got you got that part of it too. Oh man.
Because those dudes don't have cases for their phones; they have pouches.
Well, sometimes some cases do come with a holster.
Sometimes they have both.
Yeah. And they just click it out and put that. Yeah, click it back in. Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
But AG salivate. He can't wait to get one of them.
Brent, thank you for the cosign, Brent. I knew I wasn't tripping. Like
we knew you weren't tripping either. I'm
an astute observer of the human condition. Okay.
Jesus. Oh man, y'all crazy. All right, so AG, what's on your mind?
Yo, man. I don't care what nobody said. My job as a man is to protect and serve our women, especially women I'm married to. You can call me a sexist, or you can tell me that I don't need you to protect me, and that's all well and good. But I think y'all tripping because the first time I don't, then you out here talking about why don't you be a man and help me out? Well, you just told me I shouldn't be a man because you told me you didn't need me.
You got it.
So I'm sitting here like, okay, let me get this straight. I initiate protection because I see a funny situation that I don't like. Then I take a protective stance, and you're telling me I'm a sexist for doing so. Okay. So I take that and I learn from it and go, okay, so that tells me that I should not protect any woman at all because they can take care of themselves. So I do that. And you drown in financial ruin, or you take one to the face, or you just sit out there in the rain while you ain't got nobody to help you with your car. Okay. That's fair? If that is fair, don't ever question my manhood ever again. Not ever. Because that's what you're telling me. You're telling me when you say you don't need nobody, when you call a dude a sexist because they're trying to help you in a situation where, especially with a dude, and we see, because gang recognize gang. And it's like, if I see a dude, it's like, girl, you don't want to do that. Why don't you mind your business? Okay. So then you turn up missing. Your last thought is, I should have listened to that dude. He was trying to help me right before your lights go out. Now, the only thing I'm really asking here, because asking you to do the right thing is ridiculous. So the only thing I'm really asking here is for you to make up your mind. Either let me be a man, or we can be human beings and we can be equal, and I can let you fail when I can certainly just help you. Or if I do help you, where is your credit card? Where is the cash? Because I'm not free. So at the end of the day, I just want y'all to make up your mind. Because I think calling somebody a sexist is a harsh word to use when all we were trying to do was look out for you. But since this is what we're doing, shut your pie hole about when I don't help you. When I tell you to figure it out, don't catch that attitude. Just get started, because that's what it's like being me. Figure it out. There's no one to save you. No one. It's up to you. So if that's what we're doing, let's do it. That's what's on my mind.
Bro, that reminds me of this damn skit I saw on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it was staged, but damn, that shit was funny. The lady's sitting in her car. She just got in her car, and the guy drives by and rolls the window down. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am." And she goes, "I got a boyfriend." And he was like, I got a boyfriend. Like, I'm just trying to, I told you I have a boyfriend. okay, but you got a flat tire. And then she goes, can you help me? Nah, call your boyfriend.
That part. I've seen that a million times, and it makes me laugh every time. You say these awful things about men out of convenience. You can't respond emotionally. You have a job, do your job. However, if we're not doing that and it's down with the patriarchy, let the patriarchy go away completely. Figure it out. Your option in college is to graduate, be productive, and be effective, not try to find a husband. When you have your kids, they're your kids, figure it out. Ain't no tired. Ain't no help me. No, figure it out. So I'm just letting you know, if an assailant comes into your house, I hope you got a 9mm, and I hope you know how to shoot it, and I hope you'll take a bullet for yourself, because we're human beings now. I'm a jet. I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do? So if that's what we're doing, let's do it. That's what's on my mind.
Well, all right. And as Black Morticia Adams said, one of the things about AG, he gonna read the fuck out of a heifer. That's funny.
Just letting you know, man. Tired of y'all calling me out for being a dude and then talking about, can you help me? No, you don't get, what?
Appreciate your pop-up Hey Ladies segment.
It kind of was, wasn't it?
KB Yako spotted that real quick. All right, Moby, what's on your mind, man?
Hey, man. I had a Bill Cosby moment today, and I mean in a good way. Like, I don't mean I was giving drugs to underage women or anything like that. I mean, like, I was...
Wow.
I mean,
it's true. Don't get me wrong. It's true. But I'm just
I have to be specific, because a lot of times people just assume that when you say Bill Cosby, that's what you mean now. Like, I'm saying allegedly because I wasn't there, but I had a Bill Cosby moment because, like, I felt like I had like a sentimental sitcom dad moment today, man. And I was proud of myself because, like, you know, I heard Kanye West said, you know, something about Uncle Phil. You know, like that was the father figure, and, like, you know, in our generation, for the most part, Bill Cosby was like the father figure. Like, I couldn't wait to have kids and be in the house and look confused all the time. Like, that's what Bill Cosby was. Like, every time there was a serious issue, he was just like, and he was always looking for Claire, like, because he knew, Claire, I don't know how to deal with this shit. I'm just a doctor. Like, I'm just a doctor.
I'm just a doctor
that just dances badly. You know, that's all I do. Like, but, like, I had a Bill Cosby, like I said, like, some real thoughtful and profound shit to my daughter, and I was, like, proud of myself because I'm like, oh shit, like, I went deep with this, and, you know, it just felt good, man. I realized, like, you know, not realized, because honestly, I always say that the greatest thing I ever accomplished was them, and the fact that they're still decent human beings despite me is great. But yeah, man, I had a Bill Cosby moment, man. You know, my oldest, not my youngest, Cadence does not struggle with confidence or self-belief at all. Cadence is just like, hey, I'm here, we're gonna do this thing, and you know what I'm saying? That's who she is. Kira is like, I gotta be perfect. Everything's gotta be perfect. So she doubts herself. Everybody tells her she has the potential to be good at basketball, and she's just like, but I'm not good now. Which she is, but she gets in her own way. So I had a little moment where, man, I gave her a gift this morning, and, like, bro, like, I could have won some awards if this was on a sitcom, man. Like, when it came out my mouth, it was so smooth, because it's true. So I didn't make this bullshit up. But I gave her my necklace and my ring, and I was like, do you know what this is? Because I have another one, but I wear another ring and a necklace all the time, and I joke with people, and people think it is a joke, but it's actually serious. It's a ring I got for bowling the 300. So I told Kara, I was like, you know what this ring is? And she was like, it's a championship ring. I'm like, nah, it ain't a championship ring. It's 300. I'm like, do you know what they call it 300 in bowling? And she said, no. And I'm like, they call it a perfect game. And I'm like, and that's why I wear it all the time. And she was like, why? And I was like, because it's a reminder that you ain't got to be perfect to be perfect. Like, I'm not a perfect person, but I was perfect once. And I was like, here. And I gave it to her, and she teared up on me and had to leave the room because I was like, yo, man, it smelled like onions or something, because, like, I had a tear coming out my eye too, and I ain't on no soft sucker shit, so I had to get out there.
Wait, what? That just ruined the whole story.
Oh, I knew that was coming. I knew that was
You're not soft. The whole situation is soft.
No, man, but
But that's not even
I was,
soft. That's being a dad and being a good dad.
But no, I was like, yo, seriously, man, you got to get out your way. I was like, man, you can be perfect without being perfect, you know. And then she took it next level. So I was like, oh, then I felt disrespected because I'm like, oh, I thought she was gonna wear the necklace and the ring. I'm like, okay, so she just put it up and stuff. And then she was like, no, I put it on my shoe, and she had the ring in her shoelaces. And I was like, oh, that's dope.
I'm surprised only one tear came out, sir.
Oh no, man, it didn't come out, man. Like I felt it, and I was like, man, it may be the circulation, something
gotta hold
here.
that shit back.
No,
Why do you have to
was-
hold it back? Why?
No, I don't have to hold it back, but like I was like, hey man, this is her moment. Like I ain't trying to take from her moment.
But it's a y'all moment, though.
No, this is her moment. Like, look, I feel, AG, I'm confident in myself. I didn't need the ring.
You never. I'm not even doing this with you today.
I mean, he's got like 6 of them.
Hey, shh. I don't have that many. I mean,
You kind of do. I've seen you bowl.
no, I don't have 6 of them.
How many you
well,
got?
not the rings anyway.
How many 300s have you bowled?
7.
Why didn't you get the other 2 rings?
Because I didn't bowl 3 of them in leagues.
Oh, you have to be in a league to do it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They get you, if you bowl it in a league, they get you a ring.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was it, man. I had my Cosby dad moment today, and I was proud of myself, man.
That's cool, man. That really is. But actually, I tell you what, when you said you had a Bill Cosby moment, I thought you were going to say there was something in the house you couldn't fix, and then Winter had to come behind you and get somebody to fix it.
I mean, but that's most days. Like,
Is that why you don't want to wear the Monarchs, man?
I mean, it's not even about, well, nah, because Bill Cosby never wore no Monarchs.
Well, he
Notice
couldn't
he
fix
never wore-
anything.
Exactly. Exactly, AG. Exactly.
All he did was
Claire had to fool him and then call somebody to come in behind him.
I rest my case, AG. The defense rests.
Yes.
Your move, Ruben.
You know what? It was a good week. That's it.
All right, Pete.
I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind, but none of it worth talking about. So
Wait a minute.
Right? Wait. How you gonna have a goddamn podcast that you
There's nothing
drag
worth
us to do
talking about?
weekly and then be like, it's nothing worth talking about?
well, I mean, it's the same shit we always talk about. Like,
And
you know,
AG just had a Hey Lady segment. So what?
yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk about Trump and how dumb this shit is. And I don't really want to talk about
But you just
anything.
did. So you might as well keep moving.
May as well finish it now.
Yeah, you might as well finish the thought now.
Nah. I mean, he done. Don't vote for him.
Well, Ruben, if you were concerned about time, that went out the window 37 minutes ago. So why don't you just say what's on your
No,
mind?
I'm not concerned about time. I just, you know, for once, I don't really have anything I really want to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, I just don't. You know, normally I'm bitching about something.
Did you just
And-
say
We
F
all
Trump
are.
on? Did you just F Trump on the slide though? Like, don't vote for him.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
I did. It wasn't on the slider. It was pretty.
No, he
it was
said it pretty good.
I was in a circle. I was in a room today with a whole bunch of black guys that were all saying, "Hey, I'm voting for Trump because I fuck with him because at least he keep it real." And I didn't know how I felt about that.
But I was talking about
Here's the
that.
thing,
I was
I
just
didn't
talking
know
about that
how I
last
felt
week.
about it. I'm saying, yeah, but I didn't know how I felt about that because I'm like, everybody in that room was a really thoughtful, intelligent person, and I understood their perspective on it because they were just like, "Yo, I don't like the way he moves or the way he presents himself, but I don't feel like he's being fake or lying to me." And that confused me, but I didn't want to get into like the back and forth with them because I don't like to get into politic discussions, especially if we ain't in a barbershop or something like that. We were just because I'm just like, well, actually, everything he's kind of been doing is like, I mean, I think what you mean by he's not lying to black voters about what he's going to do for them, which is what they talked about for a while when they talked about Biden. Like, he lied about a lot of things that he said he was going to do for us, which I, on a surface level, I actually agree with. I can hear their argument and think, okay, I see your side, but then they just miss me when they're just like, I might not like the way he presents himself, but you know what I'm saying, I at least fuck with him because, I know who he is. And I'm just like, if I know somebody who rapes me, I'm not going to pick them over the person that just lies to me about raping me, because I know that nigga wants to rape me. He might not be supporting me the way I think, but I also don't think he's trying to forcefully put something in my ass. And I'm just like, and maybe this is because I'm a process-oriented person, and I'm just like, hey, you can't just say one thing and assume that the opposite is true. Like, just because you're like, hey, I think he keeps it real about some things, so that means he keeps it real about everything. It's not how humans work, and it's definitely not how, like, people work, like, in general. Like,
I agree with what you're saying, but with Trump, that's almost true, though.
No, it once again,
because he hasn't said anything. Like, he'll tell you, I'm going to do this if I become president.
Once again, I didn't disagree with them. They just lost me when they were like, he hasn't lied to me. Because I'm just like, he hasn't lied directly to you. But you do know he's lied, because we've seen him do the lying, and he lies about shit that we all can see. Is it real? So my thing is, I'm not gonna trust no nigga that can lie to me about shit that I know. They know I can see it. Like they know. Like, if somebody was like, hey man, the sky is green today, and I'm standing outside beside you, I'm like, nigga, I can see it too, right? Like he might not have told that lie to me. He might have been lying to somebody else standing right beside him. But that don't make him more trustworthy because he didn't say the lie to me. Like, I heard the nigga say the lie. He didn't lie to me. He didn't say Tico or Mo B, the sky is green. He said no. He was talking to Jessica, and he was like, hey, the sky is green, and I'm standing right beside him. But I'm supposed to feel better about him lying because he didn't face me as he said the lie? No, that type of logic just don't vibe well with me. I'm just like, we can't as a people be that simplistic in our logic. Like, because the nigga didn't lie to me. Yeah. It'd be one thing if you said, I ain't never heard him lie before. That's a different story. That's a different statement. If we ain't never heard him lie before, I'd be like, hey, you right. I ain't never heard that nigga lie. But I heard that nigga say there were good people on both sides. I heard him say January 6th was a whole bunch of peaceful people protesting. I've heard him say all these lies on TV, and I'm not going to just pretend because he was lying to somebody else or because he wasn't talking directly to me that this nigga keep it real. Like, no, this nigga he is the greatest public liar ever, because he tells you the lies that you know are a lie, and he stares you in the face. It kind of makes him gangster, to be honest. Like, because basically he's like, you gonna believe me or your lying ass eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if them dudes that I was in the room with would have been like, I'm gonna vote for Trump because that nigga a G, he keep it gangster, I'd be like, I can't really fault your logic there. But if you're gonna say, hey, because he ain't never lied to us, nigga, he's never coming to your house and told you the direct lie. But nigga, you heard him lie. Like, you heard him lie, and you knew he was lying as he said it. Just because he wasn't speaking to you does not mean that nigga didn't lie to you.
Hey, Ruby, you need to not have nothing on your mind again next week. This is hilarious.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to go on myself, but I was just confused because I never thought I'd be in one of them rooms. I was in a room with like 7 black dudes.
But we talked about that was my greatest fear last week.
But AG, I was like, nah, this can't be life. And then the day I got hit with, nah, nigga, this is life. This was going on in them streets. You so detached from the streets, up here being Bill Cosby and being inspiration to your kids and shit. You done lost touch with the way these niggas is thinking about politics. And I'm just like, hey man, if this the game, I don't want no part of it.
I told you this last week, and You debated me. I was like, okay.
Hey, look, man. A man can say when he wrong, man. I'm wrong, AG. I ain't think this is real life, man. These niggas out here getting me. Like,
that was my greatest
I thought
fear.
better about these dudes, man. I thought better about it.
Because I said,
I just thought that we all understood collectively.
No, we
that
don't.
If somebody is lying, whether they're saying it to you or to someone else, it's still a lie that you are witnessing in real time.
But you said it yourself. Because I remember maybe before the year ended, we got into this conversation. You were like, you didn't like Biden, and you almost sounded like the people that you were hanging out with.
Once again, that's how I understood why they feel the way they feel.
Right.
Where they lost me was when they said, hey, because Trump ain't, I know who he is. He ain't never lied to us. I mean, once again, he lied directly to you.
I love that pause. He was like,
because I'm just like, what's the definition of lie? Like, because he didn't personally tell you the lie, that doesn't mean the lie wasn't told in real time on TV for everybody to hear it.
This is why I love all these dumbass polls that they come up with, because you know who's not answering the polls? The fucking smart people. It's all the dumb people answering the polls. And that's why people don't understand that when we actually go vote and shit, wow, Biden really whooped his ass. The polls didn't say that. Yeah, because you're not polling intelligent fucking people. You're polling everybody else. And I'm not saying everybody's not intelligent. I'm just saying, hey man, 40% of the country got an 8th grade education. That's what I'm saying. And those are the motherfuckers you polling. And it's just like,
I hear what you're saying, man. I just like, and I've said it before, like, black people and uneducated broke white people got so much in common, but we usually act like they're separate. But like, listening to these dudes talk, I was just like, I would think you niggas ain't got no money, but y'all smart, and y'all do. And like, if they would have said, hey, I'm voting for Trump because I think Republicans are more fiscally aligned with my personal beliefs, I would pause and just say, fuck it. At least you can make that make sense mathematically to me. I mean, you can make that make sense mathematically to me. Like, all right, if you got money and you might be more in line with Republicans not taking more money from you, I could be like, cool, makes sense. But if their whole logic was, he hasn't lied to me. He kept it G. He's kept it a stack. And I'm like, when?
Well, I like the part we said, well, he didn't come to your house.
Yeah, or when he said, the January 6th thing, was peaceful protesters, he didn't say, hey, Ruben, I just want you to know January 6th just had a whole bunch of peaceful protesters that the fake news made look different. Now, that's me lying to you. But if I say, hey, world, January 6th was a figment of your imagination. These drunk, ignorant white people didn't really fucking start an insurrection. It was all fake news. Yes, I didn't lie to you personally, Ruben. But I did fucking say the lie to everybody. And basically it was like, anybody who's here to get this spray of a lie, you gonna catch it. You gonna catch it. Like everybody can get these straight lies. Like, but it's like their black people logic was, well, the nigga ain't never lied to me. And I'm just like, in what other avenue of life would you say that? Like, would you date a chick that you was like, well, I know she a hoe and she fuck everybody, but I'm pretty sure when she's with me, she's not gonna do it. Well, she ain't never do it while she was with me. Nigga. If she was fucking everybody all the time, she did that shit while she was with you too. You just didn't know about it.
It's not
You just didn't know about it. And it's look, I'm not judging her. I'm judging you. I'm judging you for not knowing the difference.
Dumbass.
So wait a minute, my whole takeaway from all this is like, so you gonna trust your lying ass eyes? Oh my God.
Second week in a row. Yes, come on.
I was doing the show and I had to hear that 10 times. I was weak every time. So you gonna trust your lying ass?
I mean,
Once again, man, like honestly, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. When you brought up Trump, it literally just happened like a couple hours ago. I'm in a room, like 7 black dudes who all vehemently agreed with each other. And I just had to sit there and just be like, I don't want to get into a logical debate with somebody who has already came to the debate lacking logic. Like, there's no reason for me to do this.
Hey,
All I
Mo.
gotta say-
I just put my head down and just was like,
hey, Mo
man, these
B.
niggas insist.
Mo B.
It be your own peoples, man. Like, it be your own people sometimes, man.
Hey, Mo B. Welcome to the.
I didn't know, man, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I was aggressively like, nah, man, they just not gonna show up and vote. I didn't think these niggas was really like, nah, man, we
I
about to
told
go
you.
vote for Trump. It was just like, you got to be kidding. And part of me is like, I'm hoping, stereotypically, I'm hoping that these dudes also suffer from lazy nigger syndrome. So I'm hoping they saying this shit and they just not gonna show up.
Well,
But then again, we've already established that it really doesn't matter if they go vote for Trump or if they just don't show up. It's kind of the same thing.
well, I mean, that part is true, but you just were not trying to hear me. You were like,
I wasn't, man. And look, man, I can say when I'm wrong, AG.
I mean,
was dead
I
ass
realize
wrong.
that, but it's just
I
like-
didn't even I wasn't even trying to argue with you, like, because like I didn't believe you. It was just, you gotta be bullshit. Like, it's not that I didn't believe you. I just thought you gotta be bullshit, man.
Hey, Mo B.
These niggas
Mo
can't
B.
be real.
Mo B. Welcome to the cookout, sir.
Nah, man, fuck that cookout, bro. Like, you can take that potato salad back to your house, bro. Like,
it's got
we
grits
good
in it.
over
I
here.
mean,
No, I mean,
raisins.
our cookout. Thank you for
good
coming to
over
our
here.
cookout, man.
Nah,
Yo, you look like you just woke the fuck up, bro. Like,
bro, like, see this ghost back here? Woo-hoo. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, these niggas is real. Like,
and they didn't ask you nothing. They didn't like say, "Hey, what do you think, nigga?"
bro, I'll be honest. Usually, I'm very opinionated, but I was just like, man, I'm so outnumbered here, and
You
I
might get
so.
dumped up in that bitch.
No, it wasn't even that. I so just didn't want to get into a back and forth with people that I knew were too far gone. It was just like I had to make a choice. It was the Harriet Tubman thing. It's like, man, I can save 1,000 of you niggas. I probably could save 1,000 more if you just knew you were slaves, man. If you just knew you were slaves. Like I would love to have come to them with logic, but I'm just like, they didn't realize what they were saying lacked logic. And I kept telling myself, maybe they just don't know how to express what they're saying. Because I really think what they want to say is that we don't fuck with Biden. And I can totally, if you say, I ain't voting for Trump because I don't fuck with Biden, I'd be like, can't argue with that. Because, I mean, in many ways, neither do I. But when they said because he keeps it a stat, he ain't never lied to us, I'm just like, nigga, what? What do you mean he ain't never lied to us? Like, you mean like you personally? Like,
You ain't black if you don't vote for Biden.
Oh man, that was hilarious. I'm
Trump
still,
about to be up here in them J6s. He gonna be like, nigga, come vote for me because I ain't never lied to you. That should be his whole slogan, his whole campaign slogan to black folk. Hey, boy, I ain't never lied to y'all.
hey boy.
I just imagine in my head the campaign's like, hey, boy, I ain't never lied to you.
I just like the fact when he had his interview last week with the Black Caucus in fucking North
The
Carolina.
blacks.
The blacks.
with the
He did
black.
that
You
was
gotta say the
funny.
black. You gotta emphasize that L for some reason. That L is really strong when he said
The blacks. I'm thinking to myself, what? Oh my God. I guess AG couldn't take it no more. He's like,
He
I gotta
faded
go.
the black. He faded the black.
Fade the black. The blacks.
Yeah, some of my stuff is running out of battery, y'all.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to extend this show longer, man. I promise you I didn't, man.
Oh, man.
But you know what? It was.
I honestly just couldn't believe that it was happening. Like I just, like honestly, you know, it was like a horror movie, like Get Out to me, because it was like, it was honestly, it was like a horror movie, because I'm like, I'm surrounded by my people that I really like and respect, and I don't think less of them now. But it was just like, is this shit really happening? Like I was looking around, like, yo, like,
where's Ashton Kutcher? You get
No, you're not getting punked. That happened. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I was concerned. Now I'm really concerned.
And these dudes were so like definitive about it. It wasn't like they were on the fence. And one of them straight, hey, I'm a Trump supporter. And I was just like, and the dude that said I'm a Trump supporter, I would have never pegged for him to say that. Like, never. Like, if you'd have said you got to pick one black person in your life to call on anti-Trump, like this dude got to be anti-Trump, I would have called him and been like, I know it's my man's here. Trump, I'm a Trump supporter. He's like, I ain't gonna let Will see, I'm a Trump supporter. I was just like, and I'm thinking, I was with it when he said it, because I'm relaxed. I'm thinking, oh, the punchline about to come in. No, seriously, because when you know, I was like, hey man, he about to go off on his joke thing, and then he was like,
shit. Was he the darkest one in the bunch?
Nah, he wasn't. It wasn't that. I mean, because clearly I was the darkest. We all know that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, just definitively, I was the darkest.
But was he black? Black?
No, not at all. No, he was not dark skinned. But when he said it, I was just like, and then everybody like was shaking their heads like, yeah, and I'm just like, oh shit, y'all niggas is real. Like y'all, like, I mean, I don't think no Leslie, I still love everybody in this room, but I mean, shit, man, you know, I would have been all right not knowing this about you. Now I see why white people don't like to discuss their politics. Like, hey, we don't discuss politics. I was like, yo, I kind of felt like, hey, man, can we be white for a second? It's just like, not talk about politics. Like,
wow. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mo B has come to the cookout, and with his appearance, we're going to go ahead and roll out this piece.
fuck your cookout.
Whatever, man. You here now. Thank you. Like, thank everybody for being on the show this week. Thank you to the people listening to us right now live and on the podcast later on. That'll be out later in the week. Also, thank you to Mo B and AG as well. Hey, tell an enemy, tell a friend, just tell somebody about us every Sunday, 9 p.m. until we get done Eastern Standard Time.
And just know we ain't never lied to y'all. We ain't never lied to y'all.
Oh, shit. So, hey, we'll be back here next week with the same fun and laughter and truthfulness that we give you every week. Thank you again. Please make sure that you go and like and subscribe YouTube so you know when it's coming on, the podcast, so you know when it comes out. Because even though you're listening and watching it live, sometimes there's some extra stuff in the podcast version. But once again, we will see y'all next week. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.